A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the New York Jets. Kenny Nwangu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Flushed out right. And this is Cook with the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Back to the air, RG3 after the pick-6. Steps away. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback?
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for...
I almost got all my fucking shooting badges. Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying. I don't wanna go to, I ain't wanna fucking. Well, cause that nigga, nah, cause Flight, bro, he was fucking.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
That shit's dead.
To throw is RG3.
Oh,
that is caught by Lamb.
Bro, switch me to Michael Carter, bro.
Touchdown, Vikings!
I'm trying to switch to Michael Carter.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
My play card.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
I will go. Nigga, I only fucking assist was to the fucking the center, bro. My shooters couldn't shoot. Nigga, I was averaging 40 points and like 12 assists, and the 12 assists was coming straight to the center.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger looking downfield for Godwin. And this one is incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. And let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over with his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're going louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
I've been trying to play you for all these guys.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now Griffin. They'll roll him out right. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Here's Griffin to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Griffin,
oh my God, no.
3rd down. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Well, I didn't.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Following the good run by Cook.
It's a long-ass drive, Cuddy. Fuck this. I'm finna end it short.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Big.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr.
I thought you were going to fall for it.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Should be at the top.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Oh, he got me? Come on. Come on. He got me. Got him.
A good response
How
by the
y'all
defense,
feel?
sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Behind the sticks here with a
That's really
2nd and
how you
15.
I want the way to go D-line shift.
They try the left side with Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
No!
And the throw there
Come on.
Incomplete. As soon as I saw him
Come
break
on, big
contain and get
man.
outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks,
Damn, I
when
just
they
missed.
do that, they want the big play downfield.
Oh,
They
man,
don't
I
want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Luongo now from his end zone.
You're lucky. You're lucky.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Griffin's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he's brought down.
That's cap.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Oh, he got tanked,
And
of
he
course.
sneaks his way
Of
forward only
course.
for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's really 40.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you. Keep it to short gains.
Oh, my God. Over Rudy Ford? Who is that? Who is that?
Gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cook.
Who is that?
And
Who is
from the
that
9,
nigga?
they get this
Smith
to the
Marset?
5-yard
Who the fuck
line.
are you? You just did Rudy Ford like that, guy.
2 minutes remaining in this first half
That's
of
crazy.
football.
Oh, this nigga's fast. I don't even care.
Second down and goal. Griffin. Toward the
Oh,
end
Weirdy,
zone,
gotta
but
get
that's
there.
going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this.
Anthony Brown, what are you doing? You okay, Anthony?
CD Lamb.
Damn, Anthony.
His second touchdown of the game. His
That'd be the
third
easiest
on
pick
the
you got in
year.
life.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter.
Hey, bro, we need to,
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
How did you grab me? I'm sorry.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
You doing too much right now. You doing too much.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Is this Quez Watkins in cover 2?
On 2nd and 2, Roethlisberger. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, see, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Cover 3. One play touchdown right
here.
here.
Ask around the league,
Cover 3
we
is
got
a
to
touchdown.
confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Cover 2. I got you. Touchdown.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Rolling to his right. Going deep here for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Should I do it? Yeah, I'm do it. Fuck, we ball. We ball. Throw it over the fucking linebacker. Throw it over the linebacker.
Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Oh, yeah, Quez Watkins? 9?
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Going for it all.
That's Watkins?
And this is going to be intercepted.
Bro, this shit happened to me so many fucking... Bro, that shit always happens to me, bro. That is bullshit.
Boy, the coverage there, airtight.
That's bullshit. That shit always happens to me, bro.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot
Patrick
in the end
Peterson?
zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this, they can click for a
slow
training
as
tape.
dirt.
Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break all square. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And they start the second half with Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he got blown up on that play.
This is why I need to block. This is the number one reason why I need to
a loss of 5, and it
don't
brings
fucking
up
block.
3rd down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And this pass
if I would have had enough time off the, like, had enough time off the edge, bro. Got that touchdown.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Off the edge, too. Fumble,
it's
open field,
punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I got stuck.
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review,
I got fucking stuck.
Everyone has someone assigned to how they each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of works for us during this game?
Fucking perfectly, and I get fucking stuck on air, bro.
As well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He'll buy some time.
Why is he open?
This is Smith with a grab.
I didn't tackle him? Michael Carter?
Smith Jr., 38 yards.
So nobody that was in my flats nobody in my flats was working today. Nobody in my flats was working today, were they? Nobody in my flats was working today. That makes sense. That makes sense. Nobody in my flats was working. You had your fun.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nobody in my flats.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Your big fat ass will pull any faster.
This close,
God
damn. There's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Any faster.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. On the move to his left.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. I double teamed the outside, the left outside nigga. Look at that. Nobody even did anything.
Tried to make another one downfield.
Nobody did nothing.
But to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Shit's getting ridiculous, guys. Like, I double teamed the nigga, and the block didn't even get there.
Important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quez Watkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
Piss me off.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Cook following the penalty. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I'm sorry.
That's going to go as a loss of 1
have a little too
on
much fun with
first
that run
down.
game.
2nd and 16.
Again, it's Cook.
Thank you.
And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Oh my God, you're shitting me!
And he will have a Vikings first.
They gave him a. Oh my God, he threw the ball into my fucking
And
chest.
that's well executed there on 3rd down.
He threw the ball straight into my fucking chest.
Tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw.
Thank you, Mosley.
It's intercepted.
Thank you, about fucking time. Nigga threw that ball into my fucking chest.
28-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
As you said, no better sight. Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
Oh my Lord.
Down to the 10-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling
That's
on the
Ty
ground
Johnson
in the
touchdown,
first half,
bro.
and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
That was a touchdown.
Back shoulder throw.
Instead, it's a
Conservative
well-timed
catch.
collision to jar that one free.
Back shoulder throw, conservative catch.
3rd quarter,
Still
all
not-
tied
still
up.
trying.
This is 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
We gotta reach for that. Oh, bro.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Boy. So scary, yeah.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're
Blake
going to
Cashman.
take care of it,
Blake
but
Cashman, that's your fucking zone. Blake Cashman, what are you doing? That's your fucking zone.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And those two
Okay.
just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Griffin. Escaping the pressure right.
Thank you.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off at the 28. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there.
Now look out, Griffin hit.
Oh, yeah, you're lucky.
Football,
You're lucky,
it's
man.
loose.
You're lucky,
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On second and a long way to go. Griffin. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Griffin. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Not again.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 47.
And the Jets are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Don't you gotta love
Pushing
the ID to
forward for
Mike?
3 up to the
And that nigga
48.
is standing there scotch-free.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just
That nigga
keep the
literally
ball
standing
on the
there.
ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game,
Fuck.
above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's Johnson again on second down.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Bro.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger.
Throw the ball, Roethlisberger. Big man, throw the ball. Throw the ball. The play was in action before you even turned. Throw the ball. Throw the ball, please. Had it.
8, and it also
I don't
brings
want my
up
blockers are
4th.
so fucking piss poor.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there, giving them even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing now, Griffin on first down.
Damn it,
And that's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good
Come on, Blake. That's your man. That's your man, Blake. That's your man, Blake.
It's almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On third down, Griffin.
That's pick. Come on.
Open man, it's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Fuck everything else.
Griffin will throw again. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Here's Griffin. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a
That's who came down on top of the QB. That's who came down on top of the QB.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game
so
again.
Much sense.
Here in the 4th.
Lead from the middle of the field.
Right down
Come down.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field.
Nigga running out route to the right side of the end zone. He didn't drop down, but the nigga in the middle still ran down to exact QB. That makes sense. That makes plenty much sense. I fuck with that all the way. All the way. Greatest game ever. Grace to play in this fucking earth.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So
like, Hayden, how you gonna run into somebody?
I think you have to have full conversation with the offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it,
Harrison Smith catching 96 feet.
In play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Roethlisberger will throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Where's Quez Watkins?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And one more time, that's Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
No, I got hit. I got hit. He was wide open. I got hit. He was wide open.
And the Vikings are right back in this football game. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it. That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down. Here's Griffin. And that is incomplete. That means it's just one last chance left. And this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Oh, my God. What the fuck?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. Flushed out right. That's
oh my God, I was on that. I was on that.
Across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon.
Of course. They give him another hit.
On the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts. That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment. Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there. Griffin.
Oh, I thought you were throwing this.
Throwing the out route into that's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground. Cook shreds the tackle. And taking it across midfield.
Somebody hit him.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now Griffin. Escaping the pressure right.
Rudy!
Took a shot.
Rudy!
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it? It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride. Flush to his right.
He wide open.
20!
Of course, he's ass open. Nobody's in their fucking zone. God damn, why the fuck is he ass open?
Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field? Griffin to throw.
Thank you, bitch.
Oh, goodness.
Let's go.
Picked off inside the 10. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times? It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen. Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice. And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half. So for the Jets, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots.
It's cold. Don't want to go to work. Hell no, I'm about to call out. Hello. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it today. My goddamn. Yeah, I'm calling out. My grandma fell down the stairs, man. She in the hospital. Yeah. I think she broke her rib cage. All right.